Did you know that Hogan Business Reasoning Inventory Assessment isn't just about what you know? It's about how well you can analyze the data, solve business problems, and think critically under pressure. Hi, this is Vadim from Online Training for Everyone. And in this video, I'm excited to share with you 10 practice questions specifically designed to help you prepare for HBRI assessment test. My best advice for success: stay focused, try all 10 questions yourself, and use this opportunity to sharpen your business reasoning and problem-solving skills. Let's dive in and get started. Here's a fun fact: consistent practice isn't just about discipline. It's a ticket to smarter thinking and better cognitive skills. Let's dive into this question to power up your visualization game and learn a little bit about product marketing at the same time. As part of smartwatch product design, features review ensures water resistance and a 10-day battery life, while design review focuses on the style and presentation. Based on the workflow diagram presented, what potential risk might arise if design review phase is skipped during smartwatch product development? Your choices for the answers are: Choice A, smartwatch lacks expected style. Choice B, product loses market uniqueness. Choice C, feature schedules get delayed. And choice D, perfect balance and creativity. And just like an actual test, I'll set a timer for you to solve this. Let's begin. Time's up. Have you locked in your answer? Now let's go through the solution together, and you will be amazed how simple and logical it is to follow. The most important thing in answering this question is to understand the process flow diagram. It starts with brainstorming idea. This is how typical product design starts. Then there's a features review, then there is a design review, and then, based on the diagram, there's a check. Is it release ready? If the answer is yes, it goes to the product launch phase. And if the answer is no, it goes back to the brainstorming ideas. Obviously, it's an extremely simplified version of product design, but it gives us an idea of what's going to happen. In this question, we are asked, what if we remove one of the steps, specifically design review step, from this process? When you make a change, there are typically trade-offs. So what are the benefits of skipping the design review? Number one, it's the faster development timeline. It saves time by skipping a phase. Second one is lower initial costs. By skipping a design review, we reduce the immediate expenses for design evaluation. Well, since it's a trade-off with the benefits, we also have risks. And the biggest risk in this case would be lack of uniqueness. Product may fail to stand out. And the second biggest risk would be poor customer appeal. Style and presentation may suffer. Knowing this, let's look at the answer choices to determine which ones are incorrect. Choice A, smartwatch lacks expected style. This option actually oversimplifies the issue. And the greater consequence here is not just missing style, but also the failure to differentiate the product, which is crucial for marketing and consumer appeal. Choice C is incorrect because it's not related to the design review. Choice D is also incorrect because skipping the design review would not result in a perfect balance of functionality and creativity. The design review is crucial for ensuring that the smartwatch is not only functional, but also appealing and marketable. And skipping this step risks the product blending into the competition due to the lack of unique design elements. This is why the correct answer here is choice B, product loses market uniqueness. In this question, you're presented with 5 letters: N, D, R, A, B. And your goal is to rearrange the letters and determine the business word. Here's the caveat though: you need to use each letter only once. To help you give your best effort, let's set a goal. Your goal is to lock in your answer before time runs out. And once you're ready, we'll reconnect on the other side and we'll review it together. And what's cool about this, I'll share with you not just the word, but also the methodology how you can determine it. Let's go ahead and get started. Time's up. Do you have your answer ready? To solve this challenge, let's first look at the combinations of letters N, D, R, A, B. The best way to solve this question is to identify most common two-letter prefixes and then try to determine the entire word by looking at the remaining three letters. Most common two-letter word starters are NA, DA, BA, and BR. For the prefix NA, the remaining letters are DR and B, and there are no recognizable combinations here. For the second prefix DA, the remaining letters are N, R, and B, also no recognizable word forms. Same is true for the prefix BA. The remaining letters N, DR do not form any word. But here's the thing, we're hitting the bingo with the prefix BR. The remaining letters are A and D, which forms the word brand, which is a valid business word. Let me spell it for you. B-R-A-N-D. And the definition is, brand represents the identity of a business or product, encompassing its name, logo, reputation, and the emotional connection it creates with the audience. What are the popular brands in the area where you live? Please make sure to post them in comments so we can all learn. Are you ready for more? Try this question to see how you would do. Your goal is to determine a business word using each letter only once. The letters in the word are U, T, S, R, and T. It's only 5 letters. I know you can do it. After you've selected your final answer, post it in comments and I'll share my feedback. Enjoy solving this cool problem. Here's an amazingly cool question to help boost your analytical abilities. A mutual fund charges an annual management fee of $120 for a portfolio worth $10,000. It also offers 25% discount for portfolios worth $15,000 or more. Your goal is to calculate the annual management fee for the portfolio of $15,000. And your choices for the answers are choice A, $85, choice B, $100, choice C, $135, and choice D cannot be determined. Just like on the real test, your goal is to understand the question and lock in your answer before timer is up. Once you're ready, we'll reconnect on the other side and review it together. Let's go ahead and get started. Time's up. Do you have your answer ready? I hope so, because the solution here is simple but not obvious, so let's solve it together. The best way to approach this types of question is to calculate management fee as a percentage. To do it, let's divide 120 by 10,000. If you go to original question, you will see that this is the only known fact. Annual management fee of $120 for a portfolio worth $10,000, which means that our non-discounted management fee is 1.2%. Now we are ready to solve this problem in 3 simple steps. Step 1. Calculate the fee for a $15,000 portfolio without a discount. 15,000 multiplied by 1.2% equals 180. In step 2, let's apply the 25% discount. 180 multiplied by 0.25 discount equals $45. And in step 3, let's subtract the discount from the initial fee. 180 minus 45 equals $135, which means that the final annual management fee for a $15,000 portfolio after the discount is $135. And the correct answer here is choice C, $135. A mutual fund charges an annual management fee of $100 for a portfolio worth $8,000, but offers a 20% discount for portfolios worth $12,000 or more. How much would the annual management fee be for a $12,000 portfolio? Your choices for the answers are choice A, $120, choice B, $96, choice C, $150, and choice D cannot be determined. After you've calculated your answer, post it in comments and I'll share my feedback. Enjoy solving this cool problem. In this question, you need to help CEO of the medium-sized company to decide on the budget planning. The total company's monthly budget currently stands at $430,000. To align with $400,000 limit, the company must reduce the budget of 3 departments by 10%. Which 3 departments should be chosen to meet the reduction target? Choice A, marketing, IT, and sales. Choice B, marketing, operations, and HR. Choice C, IT, operations, and sales. And choice D, marketing, IT, and HR. And just like an actual test, I'm setting a timer for you to solve on the clock. Let's get started. Time's up. Do you have your answer ready? I hope so, because the solution here is very clear and straightforward. We will solve this challenge in 3 simple steps. To meet the $30,000 reduction target, we need to consider the following. Number 1, we need to identify the departments with the highest budgets. To do it, we need to calculate 10% reduction of each budget, and then we would need to verify that reductions reach the target goal. To do it, let's look at the original chart and identify the original budgets for all 5 departments. HR has a budget of $60,000. Sales has a budget of $80,000. Operations has a budget of $70,000. IT $100,000. And marketing department has a budget of $120,000. Now let's calculate 10% reduction for each budget. 10% reduction for HR budget would be $6,000. For sales budget, $8,000. For operations budget would be $7,000. For IT, $10,000. And for marketing, $12,000. Now let's look at the original question. We have an initial budget of $430,000. We need to align it with the goal of $400,000, which means we need to reduce the budget by $30,000. Now let's look at the possible 10% reduction numbers. Which numbers do you think we need to combine to get to the $30,000 or more reduction target? I think you got it. We need to focus on the highest reduction targets. $12,000 plus $10,000 plus $8,000 equals $30,000. Do you have any other possible combination you might see that will help us still meet the goal, maybe not to that highest possible number? Here's the hint. Take a look at the operations budget. And if you figure it out, make sure to post it in comments. But this new combination is more than anything just for you to note, since this is not one of the valid choices. And the only valid choice for the correct answer is choice A, marketing, IT, and sales. Are you ready for more? Try this question to see how you would do. A warehouse manager is tasked with reducing storage costs by optimizing inventory levels. The total cost is $480,000, exceeding the allowed budget of $438,000. To meet the budget, the manager must reduce inventory costs for 2 categories by 15%. Which 2 categories should the manager choose to achieve this goal? And you have 4 possible answers to choose from. Choice A, electronics and furniture. Choice B, furniture and clothing. Choice C, electronics and clothing. And last but not least, choice D, furniture and toys. Once you're confident in your answer, share it in comments and I'll provide my feedback. Best of luck with this exciting challenge. In this question, you will boost your spatial reasoning, critical thinking, and problem-solving abilities. You're presented with the map, which shows 6 cities in the United States: Boston, Cincinnati, Cleveland, Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, and New York. Your goal is to understand the map, understand special circumstances, and find the shortest open route from Cincinnati to Boston. Your choices for the answers are choices A, B, C, and D. And just like an actual test, I'm setting a timer for you to solve it in the clock. Let's get started. Time's up. Do you have your answer locked in? Great. Let's dive into the solution. It's simple and easy to follow. Let's start by looking at the map and understanding where source and destinations are. Cincinnati is in the bottom left corner and Boston is in the upper right. All the connecting roads between the cities are shown as green, but this might be misleading because you need to understand the special circumstances. And in fact, understanding special circumstances is the first step in solving this problem. There are 3 types of special circumstances listed. The first one is accidents reported and road is closed to traffic, which is represented by the letter A. In real life, this might be collisions or crashes blocking lanes. And you see that the route from Pittsburgh to New York is marked with A, which means that this route is closed to traffic. A second circumstance is road construction closure. In real life, it represents repairs or upgrades requiring lane closures. And you see that the route from Cincinnati to Cleveland is marked with RC, which means that this route is also closed. And the route from Cleveland to Boston is also marked with RC, which means it's also closed. And the third special circumstance is trickiest of them all. It shows severe weather and marked with letter W, but in parentheses it specifies slow traffic. In real life it might be snow, ice, or flooding which makes the road unsafe. But what's important to understand is that this route is still open. It's just slow traffic. And now let's look at the answer choices to determine which one is correct. Choice A, Cincinnati, Pittsburgh, Cleveland to Boston, is not a valid choice because the route between Cleveland and Boston is closed due to the road closure. Choice B, Cincinnati to Cleveland to Pittsburgh to New York to Boston, is also not a valid choice. Route from Cincinnati to Cleveland is closed due to the road closure, as well as route from Pittsburgh to New York is also closed due to the accidents. Same is true for the choice C, Cincinnati to Pittsburgh to New York City to Boston. This is also not a valid choice because route Pittsburgh to New York is closed due to the accidents. Let's look at the last available choice, Cincinnati to Pittsburgh to Philly to New York City to Boston. This route is open and represents the correct answer. But wait, you might ask, what about Cincinnati to Philly to New York to Boston? And when you ask this question, you would be absolutely correct. This is probably the shortest route, and it is open because the route Cincinnati to Philadelphia is just slow traffic, but it is still open. But as you can see, this choice is not listed as one of the possible answers A, B, C, or D, which means that the correct answer here is choice D. But wait, are you ready to practice your skills? Try this question to see how you would do. You're presented with the map of 6 U.S. cities: Boston, Cincinnati, Cleveland, Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, and New York. You need to understand the map, understand special circumstances, and find the shortest route from Boston to Cincinnati. And your choices for the answers are choices A, B, C, or D. Take your time to review this question thoroughly. Once you're confident in your answer, share it in comments, and I'll be happy to provide my feedback. Best of luck with this exciting challenge. You're presented with 3 shapes. Each shape has 3 circles connected with the line, and each circle has a number inside. The first shape has numbers 23, 93, and 90. The second shape has numbers 77, 37, and 34. And then the last, third shape has numbers 58 and 45. And then the number in the middle is missing. Guess what? Your goal is to calculate the missing number and select 1 out of 4 possible choices. Choice A, 84. Choice B, 48. Choice C, 55. And last but not least, choice D, 58. Time's up. Are you ready with your answer? As you might have guessed correctly, the digits near the middle circle form a new number. This new number has its first digit from the right circle and its second digit from the left circle. Let's look at the example. In the first shape, the number in the middle has 2 digits, 9 and 3. Digit 9 comes from the right circle, and digit 3 comes from the left circle. Let's look at the second shape to confirm the pattern. The number in the middle is 37. 3 comes from the right circle, and 7 comes from the left circle. Well, guess what time it is? It's the magic time, the moment of truth you have been waiting for to get to the final answer. The third shape, which is missing number in the middle, is formed by using 2 digits, digit 4 from the right and digit 8 from the left. So the correct answer here is choice B, 48. The best way to solve this question is to think of it as a treasure hunt, and each number on the screen is a clue leading you to ultimate prize, your success. With that in mind, grab your map and compass because you're about to uncover the hidden gems of your knowledge. You're presented with 3 circles. Each circle has 3 numbers inside. The first circle has numbers 12, 16, and 14. The second circle has numbers 13, 15, and 14 again. And then the third circle only has 2 numbers, 17 and 21. And your goal is to calculate the missing number. Your choices for the answers are choice A, 14, choice B, 15, choice C, 17, and choice D, 19. Seems confusing, right? Well, I've taken the test too, so I know how it feels when a tough question makes you doubt yourself. Let me give you a hint to help you succeed. Take a close look at the circle 3. You have missing number in the bottom right corner. What if, and just hypothetically, what if 2 other numbers are used to calculate the missing number? And what if very simple math operation is used for the calculations? Or maybe two very simple math calculations are used? I think you've got it now, and the rest is for you to figure out, my friend. Or maybe a future subscriber as well. While you're thinking about it, please leave your thoughts and ideas and comments to share your perspective, as well as to help us improve the videos. This will help us to build something very valuable and enjoyable for you in the future to help you learn new skills and solve any challenges in life. Are you prepared to share your answer? Don't worry if you don't have it or didn't get it right, as you might be surprised on how simple and elegant the solution actually is. The pattern here is that the bottom right number is found by adding the bottom left number and the top number and then dividing the sum by 2. Let's look at the example. In the first circle, the numbers are 12, 16, and 14. 12 plus 16 divided by 2 equals 28 divided by 2 and equals 14. Let's continue with the second circle. 13 plus 15 equals 28 as well, and divided by 2 also equals 14. I hope you didn't select 14 as an answer, and it was so tempting. Now is the magic time to calculate the missing number. 17 plus 21 divided by 2 equals 19. So the correct answer here is choice D, 19. Solving this problem is like putting together a puzzle in a detective story. Each answer brings you closer in the solution. Let's approach it this way. You will be a Sherlock Holmes, and I'll be a Dr. Watson, guiding you to the right answer. Keep in mind that your persistence is like a magnifying glass, helping you to uncover truth in this mystery. You're presented with a phenomenally cool symmetrical set of shapes. The first shape has numbers 3, 6, and 2. The second shape has numbers 4, 12, and 3. And then the third shape only has two numbers, 5 and 7, and you need to calculate the missing number and select your answer out of 4 possible choices. Choice A, 18, choice B, 24, choice C, 32, and last but not least, choice D, 35. Remember, each one of us need to play a role, so I'll play mine. Here are some of my hints. Take a close look at numbers 3 and 2, and then pattern continues with numbers 4 and 3. Does it ring a bell? Here's another interesting pattern that I see. Take a close look at numbers 6, 12. What would be the next number in the middle? Well, I guess I'm out of patterns. But I'm pretty sure that you've got it. Take your time to carefully think through this detective story challenge. Eliminate the wrong choices and double check your final answer. Ready, set, go. Time's up. Did you solve this mystery? I'm pretty sure you did, because our friends at Scotland Yard need the answer. Plus, the pattern here could not be any simpler. In fact, the numbers on the right and on the left are multiplied to calculate the middle number. Let's look at the example. 2 multiplied by 3 equals 6. 4 multiplied by 3 equals 12. And you know what time it is, Sherlock, right? It's the magic time to calculate the missing number. 5 by 7 equals 35. So the correct answer here is choice D, 35. But wait, there is more. We just got a new report from our friends at Scotland Yard. Here's a question for you to tackle. You're presented with 3 shapes. The first shape has numbers 4, 7, and 3. Second shape has numbers 5, 7, and 2. And then the third shape only has 2 numbers, 12 and 7. And you need to calculate the missing number and select your answer out of 4 possible choices. Choice A, 7, choice B, 12, choice C, 19, and choice D, 23. After you've determined your answer, post it in comments, and I'll provide you with my feedback. Best of luck with this mystery challenge. Let's challenge your leadership skills with this intriguing question. What is the best leadership behavior when taking over a team with low morale and trust in leadership? And you have 4 choices to select from. Choice A, enforce strict rules and deadlines. Choice B, organize team building activities. Choice C, listen actively and provide ongoing support. And choice D, replace disengaged team members. Think you know the answer? Think again. Just like in the real test, focus on the question and choose your answer before time runs out. And once you're ready, we'll reconnect on the other side to review it together. Let's go ahead and get started. Time's up. I hope you're ready, because the solution is simple, yet requires careful thought. Let's tackle it together. To answer leadership questions correctly, we need to understand the intent of the leader. Each answer choice demonstrates the intent. Let's look at choice A first. Implement strict rules and deadlines. The intent of the leader is to boost productivity. For choice B, schedule team building activities. The intent is to foster trust. For choice C, start to actively listening to team members' concerns. Intent is to provide consistent support. And for choice D, replace key team members who seem disengaged. The intent is remove disengaged team member without resolving any challenges. Which one do you think is the correct one? Let me share with you my thoughts, and I'll share the incorrect answers first, and obviously explain you why they're incorrect. Let's first eliminate choice A. Implementing strict rules is incorrect. I think choice A is incorrect because it can further damage morale and trust. As you might have guessed, choice B is incorrect either. Scheduling team building activities alone is incorrect, as it does not address deeper concerns. And if you thought that choice D is incorrect, you would be right. Replacing team members is incorrect, because it does not give the existing team member a chance to improve under new leadership. The solution is to start actively listen to the team members concerned. This behavior shows strong leadership by building trust, understanding team dynamics, and creating a supportive environment for long-term morale improvement. And the correct answer to this question is choice C. Start by actively listening to the team concerns and providing consistent support. Are you ready for more? Try this question to see how you would do. What's the best way to handle conflict and rebuild team harmony? Your choices for the answers are choice A, ignore the conflict. Choice B, enforce strict rules. Choice C, mediate with open dialogue. And choice D, separate team members. After you've selected your final answer, post it in comments and I'll share my feedback. Enjoy solving this cool leadership problem. Let's test your leadership thinking with this fun and practical scenario. How should a leader behave when a high-performing team member experiences a sudden drop in motivation? Your choices for the answers are choice A, offer additional tasks to challenge them. Choice B, give them some space to resolve their issues on their own. Choice C, highlight their past achievements in the team meetings to motivate them. And last but not least, choice D, schedule a one-time conversation to understand their concerns. Just like on the real assessment, focus on the question and choose your answer before timer is up. Once you're ready, we'll reconnect on the other side and review it together. Let's go ahead and get started. Time's up. Do you have your answer ready? Because the solution here is simple, but requires careful thought. Let's tackle this question together. To solve it, let's eliminate incorrect choices one by one. I think choice A is a distraction. Offering additional tasks is incorrect because it will overwhelm the team member without addressing the underlying issue. I think highlighting achievements publicly is incorrect because it will not address the root cause of the decreased motivation. And choice B is also a good idea in general. Giving some space to the fellow team member is a good idea, but it is incorrect in this particular question because it lacks proactive approach from the leader. With this in mind, let's focus on the remaining choice. The behavior in this choice demonstrates empathetic leadership by directly engaging with the team member. It helps us identify potential challenges and provides personalized support to re-engage with their motivation. Which means that the correct answer here is choice D. Schedule a one-on-one conversation to understand their concerns. Are you ready for more? Try this question to see how you would do. What is the best way to address growing tensions between two key team members? And you have 4 choices to choose from. Choice A, ignore the conflict and let it resolve itself. Choice B, take sides to support the stronger performer. Choice C, facilitate a private, constructive discussion between them. And choice D, reassign their roles to avoid further conflict. After you've selected your final answer, post it in comments and I'll share my feedback. Enjoy solving the school problem. But wait, we're not done here. There is more. Here's the question for you to tackle. You're presented with the simple question: which of the following is the opposite of calm? And your choices for the answers are choice A, peaceful, choice B, stressed, choice C, relaxed, and choice D, serene. After you've done selecting your answer, post it in comments and I'll provide you with my feedback. Best of luck with this exciting challenge. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate you for helping us to become one of the largest YouTube channels to help people become smarter, increase your IQ, and to pass any test. If the content of this video was helpful, please make sure to click the like button to help YouTube algorithm promote this video and help other people to find it faster. Giving us a like is also a way for you to tell us that you need more content like this, and when you tell us, we will deliver it for you in the future. For links to free and premium resources, please check the description and comments of this video. You can also go directly to our website, howtoanalyzedata.net, to download the materials related to this topic. I really appreciate your endorsement, support, and patronage of this channel. And thank you for considering to become a member and considering to subscribe. Please leave feedback, suggestions, or corrections in comments. And all the best on your journey. I'll see you in my next video.